So the people that have to play these, a huge, who have this huge responsibility to fulfill in the shoes of, like a Rama or a Hanumana or any of these, who've created such a huge example. I think the point is that how do we try and ensure that they are seen in a light that is them as actors or not as becoming a Maryada Purushottam. Like there are people who are sort of coming there.
If they have sense, they should become. It's an opportunity that you get to play the role of Rama. You better transform yourself. If you don't do that, when will you do it in your life? So, at the same time, there will be a certain unrealistic expectation. Well, I think, earlier on, there was N.T. Ramarao in the Telugu place, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. People worshipped him as Krishna because he played in some 15 or 16 movies as Krishna. Everybody thought he's Krishna. And they just put up these huge cutouts of him playing the flute like this and standing, and he won the election outright, swept the election. So, at one time it was absolutely so. Now I don't think it is so, but to some extent it's still there. If you act like Rama in a movie, then I expect at least you have some gentleness. That I wouldn't like to see you because somewhere it kind of hurts me. Because I saw your face as Rama, I visualized you as Rama. Now then if you don't do that, but it's unfair to the actor because after all, for him it's a profession, he's just acting. But hope acting like Rama brings some elements of Rama into the actor, which will be wonderful for him. But it's an unfair expectation.
So I think they all understand the responsibility that it takes to be playing that. But I think people are still going back 20 years, 30 years and sort of pulling out, instances of saying, because of that, how can you do that today?
No,
That's
that's
the
what
point
I'm
I'm trying to
saying.
make, that
It
the
is not…
transformation may have happened, but there's
It is
still…
not a fair judgment of an actor because he acted in some way.
in some other movie, in some other…
No, he acted in a certain role of, let's say, being Rama. You expect him to become fully Rama. No, tomorrow in another movie he may act as Ravana,
Exactly.
all right? Some other production, they may choose him as Ravana. So, that is a professional actor. But at the same time, your movie runs because of people, not because of actors. Let's get this right. Not because of actors or directors the movie runs, it's because of people the movie runs. So their expectations cannot be completely brushed aside. It's a very onerous expectation, but I think the actor and the director and everybody making Ramayana should imbibe a little bit of Rama's quality. It'll be good for them. But as I say, I'll repeat once again, it's an unfair expectation. But that's the way the world is.
As we were going through the journey, because I was trying to bring a lot of international talent, very, very highly proficient, department heads in action and music, and they have all had this curiosity to understand the uniqueness of why is Rama so different from, any other hero or any other person. And in one of the meetings, I was talking to this action director who came to India, interestingly, who loved the Ramayana and moved his whole family to Mumbai. His kids went to school in Mumbai and he stayed there for years just for the love of Ramayana. And in one conversation, I happened to sort of speak with him and walk him through my explanation of how does Rama, who's a human, take on some of the biggest battles and how he operates with fear, or how does he translate fear. And one of the examples I gave him, I said, everybody's got fear, especially if we portray Rama as a human, it's natural to have fear. But here is someone who's taking on some of the biggest combat, some of the biggest conflict, and through that maintains a very calm sense of who he is and recognizes his own fear. So my description to him was that, imagine if a lion walked into a conversation, the first reaction we would have is of fear, we would be scared.
Now, if a lion walks in here, I won't be scared because I know it's a creature of technology because this is a tiger country.
Let's say a tiger came in, I would be scared for a lion or a tiger. But what I'm saying is that, but if Rama was sitting here, what he would do is he would recognize his own vulnerability, and he knows his vulnerability. But I think what I believe his unique superpower is that he'd be able to look through the tiger or the lion's eyes and recognize the vulnerability of that living being as well, and what fear it has. And therefore, when he goes into combat, he's not somebody who has to be the most muscular, the most powerful. He is just somebody who just knows intuitively in his own energy that what is his weakness and what the weakness of his opponent is. And that sort of, I think for the person that I spoke to, and I obviously made that up, and I don't know whether I made sense or not, but that's how I felt, honestly, that that's why he would be who he is, that why in spite of there being reason for fear, he would transcend that because he'd be able to see the fear of the other living organism, even if it is bigger or stronger than him.
Well, for that you don't have to be Rama. Any good hunter or warrior, that's exactly what he would do. That's what I would do in any given situation in my life. That
Sadhguru, but there's only one of you.
we can breed many, many are in training, some are freaking, some are growing,
Sure.
you know.
As of today, as the world knows it, as we all know, there's only one of you. So
So what I'm saying is, that's okay. That is the quality of a warrior. That is the quality of a hunter. That if you do not know the vulnerability of the other, you cannot dominate that situation. But that is not what Rama is. That quality is there because he's a warrior. Definitely it's there, but that's not the significance of his life. The significance of his life is, if he needs to kill something or someone, he will do it without anger, without hatred, without any kind of resentment, but because it's needed to establish what he saw as dharma. Dharma means not a philosophy or a religion as unfortunately it's going around today. The word dharma literally means the law. When we say a law, there are many kinds of laws. Whole lot of laws are transactional in nature. Right now, you're in India, you're supposed to drive on the left side of the street. But if you go and see the street, you won't understand which side to drive because there are a whole lot of people who don't understand which side to drive. So this is a transactional thing. Why should I drive on the left side? Is it a great thing to drive on the left side? No. It's an agreement between you and me that I will drive on the left side, if you're coming on the opposite side, you drive on your left side so that me and you don't go boom into each other. It's an agreement between two drivers. But some people don't keep the agreement, so a lot of people keep dying, all right? So these are transactional laws. Like this, we have Raja Dharma, we have Praja Dharma, we have various kinds of dharmas, different kinds of laws for different transactions in life. For a husband, one kind of dharma, for a wife, another kind of dharma, for children, one kind of dharma, for a teacher, one kind of dharma, student, another kind of dharma, so that that function happens with least amount of friction. Because human transactions, every simple thing can become a friction. How to perform this transaction without friction? For this there is a law. These laws can be changing according to times. But there is one called Sanatana Dharma, which again is going through a huge misinterpretation today. Sanatana Dharma means it is an eternal law. That means it is not a transactional law. Transactional laws keep changing. Say there are new tariffs, what can we do? These are transactional laws, it keeps changing. But there is an existential law which doesn't change. If you are not in tune with that, no matter what's happening in your transactions, you still suffer your life. Because existentially you're not in tune. Existentially there's friction within you. So Sanatana Dharma is an existential law which is eternal in nature. The word Sanatan means eternal. So it's not a religion, it is not a philosophy or an ideology. It is by keen observation of life we've observed that a few things don't change.
Have you ever felt like your own mind is working against you? Days that start with a fog of confusion and end in mental fatigue. Your thoughts scattered, your focus fleeting, your inner world a storm of noise. We live in an age of information, yet feel a deep lack of clarity. We chase endless stimulation, yet lose our connection to our own innate intelligence. But what if I told you there's a path? A way to unlock the full potential of your mind, to cultivate sharpness, and to find profound inner stillness without retreating from the world. Thousands around the world have walked this path, guided by the timeless science of yoga. Many started exactly where you are, feeling mentally stuck, overwhelmed, and searching for a way to expand their own capabilities. They believed their intelligence was a fixed trait, a limit they could never surpass. And yet, they discovered within themselves a capacity for growth they never imagined was possible.
Shambhavi Mudra.
Like diabetes, hypertension, asthma, eating disorders, and many of these kinds, which are all essentially generated from within. All these things can be quelled from within if only we are willing to pay a certain level of attention to the innermost dimension of who we are. Inner engineering is a powerful process of approaching the inner core of who you are in a scientific manner, and this is definitely a way to create a healthful life.
Now, that same transformative power is available to you right here, right now, through the profound wisdom shared by Sábio. The journey begins with a simple, yet revolutionary understanding. Your brain is not a static object. It is alive, dynamic, and capable of remarkable growth. Recent scientific studies are only now beginning to confirm what the yogic tradition has known for millennia. Through dedicated and precise practices, you can literally grow your brain, enhancing its function and expanding your intellectual and perceptual abilities. Imagine a daily practice, just 21 minutes of your time, being the catalyst for a monumental shift. Within just a few months, this small commitment can bring about a significant improvement in your mental clarity, your sharpness of thought, and your overall intelligence.
So something that I particularly noticed is how comfortable I am within myself. My insecurities seem to have reduced a lot. My relationship with others also had improved significantly. I think I became more inclusive than what I was before.
Up until Shambhavi in January 2021, I've just been living with pain in the body. The first result I'd like to point out about Shambhavi Kriya is that it's had a tremendous effect on my physical well-being. Somehow, some way, I don't know the science behind it, but it's keeping me free of pain. Being able to sit without noticing my body for long periods of time, that has just had tremendous impact on my mental and emotional stability.
Took inner engineering. Like I said,
This is not a mystical promise. It is a tangible, verifiable outcome of applying a powerful inner technology. The yogic sciences offer a direct method to engineer your interiority, to cultivate a mind that is not a source of turmoil, but a brilliant instrument of perception. At the heart of this transformation lies a practice of immense power and antiquity, Surya Kriya. While many are familiar with Surya Namaskar, which is a beautiful salutation to the sun, Surya Kriya operates on a much deeper, more fundamental level. It is not merely a physical exercise or a gesture of reverence. It is a potent spiritual process designed to activate the inner sun. What does this mean? Within your own system lies a reflection of the grand cosmos. The sun, the source of all life and energy on this planet, has a correspondent within you, the solar plexus or Manipura chakra. Surya Kriya is a meticulous and powerful practice that systematically awakens this inner solar energy.
Shambhavi Mahamudra, just a simple practice for 21 minutes increases brain function and neuronal regeneration. This means as you grow old, you will become more intelligent. Usually young people think you're getting stupid. Yes, your brain is actually growing, you understand? It's getting better by the day. Now there is scientific evidence. We always knew this, but today a meter has to say it. If a man says it, it's not true. If a man says it, it's doubtful. But a meter has to say it, now the meters are saying it. The meters are saying your brain is actually growing by doing a simple 21-minute practice. And you don't believe the meter, you just do the practice for 3 months and see, you will see how clear and how smart your mind is suddenly. Surya Kriya is a powerful process of activating the sun within you. When I say activating the sun within you, sun is in every aspect of whatever you see on this planet. Fundamentally, it is a solar energy which is driving life on this planet. So when we do Surya Kriya, we want to generate that energy within the system. There is a cousin to Surya Kriya, which is a Surya Namaskar. Surya Namaskar is a kind of practice that evolved out of Surya Kriya. Surya Namaskar is largely a way of saluting the sun, but Surya Kriya has more spiritual intentions. Surya Kriya has more powerful connotations attached to it.
When this inner sun is ignited, it brings a profound balance to your entire system. It stabilizes your body, calms your mind, and aligns your energies, creating the perfect foundation for life to blossom within you. Unlike Surya Namaskar, which is about paying homage, Surya Kriya is about internalizing and embodying that solar power. It is a way to generate a stable, lasting source of energy and light from within, sustaining and nourishing every aspect of your being. This awakening of inner energy is the key to unlocking your true potential. When your system is balanced and energized, your mind naturally becomes clear and incisive. The fog lifts, the mental chatter subsides, and you are left with a profound sense of presence and capability. This is the state where intelligence is not just about processing information, but about profound perception and insight. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, Sadhguru reminds us of a fundamental truth that underpins this entire journey. The grace of yoga is always present.
The grace of yoga is always upon you. Just keep yourself open. Keeping yourself open means Keep your normal concerns aside. Who is thinking what about you, what is happening, what is not happening for you? Just leave that aside. You're breathing, you're alive, this is the greatest thing. Become available to the grace of yoga. This will become a fantastic thing. It's not far away, it's within you.
It is a boundless, ever-available force, like the very air we breathe. It is not something we must earn or strive for in a desperate chase. Our only task is to make ourselves available to it, to become open and receptive. This requires a conscious decision to set aside the burdens we carry, our worries about what others think, our anxieties about the world around us, the endless loops of our own thoughts. It means cultivating a state of simple, willing openness. The Academy is an online platform designed to guide you on a journey of balance and self-transformation. Inside, you'll find exclusive video lessons and teachings inspired by Sadhguru, one of the world's most respected masters of yoga, meditation, and conscious living. You'll discover how to quiet the mind and awaken your inner energy, how to nourish your body with awareness and vitality, and how to bring spirituality into your daily life, even amidst the noise of the city. These teachings have already transformed millions of lives across the planet. Entrepreneurs, artists, parents, professionals, ordinary people who rediscovered the joy of simply being. Because yoga is not just exercise, it's a science of inner alignment. When practiced consciously, it reorganizes your body, mind, and energy. For less than $20 per month, you'll have unlimited access to all content inside the online Yoga Academy. You'll receive yoga practices for beginners and intermediates, guided meditations to calm the mind, teachings about healthy eating and conscious living. New exclusive lessons added every month. You can watch anytime, anywhere, at your own rhythm, in your own space. No rush, no pressure, only presence. Maybe this is the sign you've been waiting for, a gentle reminder that it's time to take care of yourself, to turn inward, to reconnect with the essence of who you truly are. Click the link in the description of this video or visit our channel's homepage and join the online Yoga Academy Wise Guru today. We're available only 100 vacancies, and the first 10 people to sign up will win 3 ebooks from Sadhguru. So register now by clicking on the link that is in the description of this video.